becoming a novelty amongst these oversized insects. As an example, Gerd ripped Summers in half with her bare hands and stuck him back together again, claiming that he's like a scary magnet. But he's pretty sure that in this situation, she's the scary one. Furious, the knight took note of Gerd's name.
The little... Wait, I thought he got sliced and diced, bro. Wait, I thought he got sliced and diced by that boy Luffy, and then I don't know. I thought he got sliced and diced though.
He swore to give her the cruelest death possible for this. Then Goldberg showed them something else. It was still thumping. Haruden and Zoro took a closer look. It's a metallic heart.
A steel
Zoro
heart.
wondered if smashing it would stop the demons from constantly healing from damage, as the ever-cruel knight paled at the exposure of his weakness. Over by the Walrus School, the other Straw Hats were tending to Usopp and Brook, assuring them that everything would be alright. Frankie fretted over the sight of their broken bones, and with them in such bad shape, he wondered if they'd like to become cyborgs like him, a sentiment that seemed to have struck them even while unconscious. And with these two so beaten up, Jinbei had to wonder where their crew's doctor might be.
Where is Chopper?
Nearby, with all his parts strung up, St. Killingham angrily swore to never forget Sanji's name. He demanded that his new nemesis say his name in return, but unfortunately the cook refused to do so, as he already forgot it. So maybe this is the bounty boosting moment he's been looking for. Elsewhere, Gunko was still encased in Ragnir's...
They should make Luffy's thing mad higher, bro. Like, why is Luffy's thing so low, bro? They need to make his bounty higher, bro. Fierce.
block of ice. Loki left her behind and made it to the school, wondering why the place was frozen. Lilith explained that instead of being frozen, all the thermal energy was drained away. Taking a seat, Loki complained about all the food being frozen too, while Luffy was crawling on some like an ant. He wanted to bring some of it back to Usopp and Brook, seemingly confusing a good meal with proper medical attention.
Okay.
But before tending to others,
wait,
Loki
so wait. So you're telling me that the whole fight they just had last chapter that just ended, and then the very next, like within 5 minutes, the real emo pulls up, bro? Dude, I just put two and two together just now, bro.
Did he handle his own messed up situation first? Turning to the giant, Luffy asked if the girl Loki froze is dead. Loki explained that the freezing is instantaneous, so she's still alive, and Ragnir's the only one who can thaw the ice, so there's no need to worry about her escaping, as Ragnir chittered with a mouthful of food and agreement, as if these two needed to be any stronger. But that fact about Ragnir's power might explain what happened to the Galela, those ancient giant shipwrights that are frozen on Punk Hazard, and why Loki will need to be the one to free them. But outside, Nami and Zeus suddenly noticed something. Nami broke into a cold sweat, uncertain of the cause. Then a geyser of darkness shot upwards and gave her ample reason to fear. The giant of Elbaf questioned what was going on. Bizarre black smoke was rising up into the sky, and it was happening all over the place. Terrified, they all looked upwards. A colossal pentagram consumed the heavens and hovered above the castle. Nami called the others over to take a look. Frankie,
why does Nami have these mommy milkers though, bro? What the heck, bro? Why is Nami's little shit poking out like this, bro?
He mentioned that the trees are reverberating, while Sanji was just happy to be called on by Nami. The occult circle was accompanied by an ominous beat, one that quickly unsettled the island's inhabitants.
Wait, this guy gets music, bro? Wait, this dude emo gets music as well, bro?
The drums intensified, and the giant homes sprang to life. It was like a nightmare. The children ran out of the now sinister enclosures as the beat ensued. Then the trees became demonic, swinging to and fro despite being engulfed by flames. The oppressive sound of drums overtook the entire area.
Dead ass.
Then, a tremendous lance of black lightning.
Wait, this guy gets music? Wait, bro. When realistically, bro, when will this get animated, bro? Because I want to hear what this music is about to sound like, bro.
descended upon the ruined castle, causing it to swell. Children were knocked unconscious, and giant warriors had to shield themselves. This is as bad as it gets. Zoro gritted his teeth while sensing the abundance of Conqueror's Haki. Luffy and Loki snapped to attention when they sensed the power coming from the castle. Loki recognized the Haki as being the same one that they felt before. As Luffy, still in his deflated state, looked out towards the source. Then we enter the castle's throne room. Imu's regality has been replaced by a sudden fit of hacking and coughing. The ruler spat up blood. Shuddering, the figure caught its breath. Then things began to change. Imu called upon even more power. Their body began to shift, and that very power erupted outwards. The castle was blown apart. Elder Ja Rule was accompanied by Dory and Brogy. He demanded to know who was over there. The pentagram faded, but the power remained. The trees and wooden enclosures continued to cackle. St. Keelingham couldn't believe his eyes.
The Great One.
It's the Great One. St. Summers was just as astounded.
Don't tell me he came here in person.
It's unprecedented. The Great One has come personally.
Yeah,
the giants noticed the lone figure on the triangular roof of the castle. We are then introduced to the creator of the world government itself. One of the first 20 with the power of the devil's fruit. The biblical bully, the darkest cloud,
why the narrator going?
King of the world, Saint Neroma Imu. The advent of the king is finally upon us.
The narrator
Imu
going crazy
has finally been revealed.
Yo.
And he seems to be partially transformed.
Why was that narrator like that shit was crazy, bro. The narrator's hyped as well, bro.
So this probably isn't his usual appearance. But the fact that he's bleeding tells us a few things. Firstly, that his time here is limited. So despite his overwhelming power, there will still be a safety net in place. It also serves to explain why Imu usually refrains from doing this sort of thing personally. There's also the fact that Joy Boy and the others, despite their defeat, managed to deal meaningful damage to this guy in the past. Furthermore, this lines up with what an imprisoned Doflamingo said just before we were introduced to Imu for the very first time, that power has a short shelf life and goes bad quickly. And upon closer inspection, Imu's weapon looks pretty unique. It may not be a black blade, but is vaguely in line with something that was once possessed by the ancient Moon people. Usopp really needs to be careful what he wishes for. I'm eager to see what this ancient villain can accomplish in a short amount of time, as Imu definitely looks like a force to be reckoned with, and presumably, this is just one of many forms. Whatever the case, let me know what you guys think about this reveal in the comments.
What did Imu do, bro? I want to see Imu, like, be overpowered, though. Like, I don't like how there's always a limiter on something, bro. Like, get this dude going crazy, bro. Dude, shout out to Imu, though, bro. Shout out to the biggest. He really is the biggest, though, bro. Alright, let's now react to this little trailer, bro. And then after that, bro, we can get into the mother frickin' recruiting segment. Yes, bro. Yes. We got some recruiting to do, bro. We got some recruiting to do, bro. Okay?
As always, I'm Slice of Otaku. Thank you all so much for watching and have an awesome day. I love you.
Oh, he loves me, eh? Shout out to the biggest, bro. Dude, that was crazy, bro. Alright, let's watch this.
I found something. In the store.
Okay. What did you find?
The place. I found a place.
He just no-clipped into this fucking place. Yo. Nah, this low-key reminds me of playing like backrooms in the Rec Room, bro. We was in VR playing Rec Room, bro, and dude, this was mad scary, bro.
हम जमीन के रहने वालों की तरफ से
Hello?
आपको खुश आमदीद कहते हैं।
Anyone there?
This May, next month? Yo.
Look, I know how this sounds, but you gotta understand, it's massive in there.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back here. with
Exited
proof.
the back room?
All right, you feel me?
Yes. Follow my lead.
Clark, what is this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've been here every night since I found the place, and I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow. Oh my God. Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up! What do you see?
A film by
All
Kanye
these
West?
Rooms. This place built some. It's like a maze. It just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Clark, can you hear me?
I don't understand. What is this?
It's beautiful. Am I right?
Hello?
The back rooms. This might be a very good movie, bro. Okay, get tickets now, bro. They better lock in with this shit, bro. Dude, bro, the Backrooms movie might be crazy, bro. Shout out to the Backrooms movie, bro. Bro, they say let's play Backrooms. Like when I think of Backrooms, I think of like shit like this, bro. Like look, like stuff like this.
Whoa! Did you see that?
You know what I'm saying?
I saw.
Watch the Backrooms film, bro. I already seen all this little stuff, bro. I already seen all this little stuff, bro. Wait, why is there's a splinter inside my freaking bro? But yeah, I with like low-key, we should play a Backrooms game, bro. Low-key, we should play a Backrooms game, bro. There's a lot, dude. We have priorities, bro. We have priorities, bro. We have priorities. We need to get some more people for this talent show, bro. Oh yeah, bro, guys, look, this is literally Ali and the bronze segment.
Oh, he did? Right here, but guess what? I still said it though. All I want to say, I see your downfall, I see your rise, I just want to... We gotta keep moving.
Shout out to Ali, bro. Shout out to the guys. Y'all want to see my segment? Y'all want to see my segment, y'all? There's me, y'all. My dumbass did not say nothing to them, bro. Okay. Look at my dumbass, bro. I'm staring at him because, bro, I did it, but this is what I hate when people do. I hate when people look at me, stare at me, and expect me to start this conversation, bro. And yes, I low-key did that here, bro. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! Yo, please!
Yeah, look at my dumbass. I'm just not. I didn't do not a damn thing, bro. I'm a bitch, bro.
We gotta look around.
Yeah, I just let him walk by me, bro. Dude, I am a bitch. I am a bitch, bro. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now let's get into the mother freaking recruiting segment. Yes, yes, bro. Yes, bro. So you know what I'm saying? The recruiting segment is a great segment because that's when we recruit people and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying, bro. Let's get straight into that little stuff. Let's get straight into that little stuff. Let's get straight into it, bro. Shoot, bro. Should we hop into hold on, bro. They say wait, guys, should I recruit this guy? This guy might be down, bro. This guy might be down, bro. Alright, bro, let's get real, bro. Okay, here you paid all that money just to do nothing. I did something, bro. You want to see what I did, bro? You want to see what I did? I literally made a TikTok. I literally made a TikTok with Strawberry Tabby. Come on, bro. I paid all that money just to see